If you were wondering how to make portals, you are in the right place. If you like me are struggling and you are not any good with Java to make fancy plugins, this is the easy way to get portals working and make hub in your server. And by the way, I made a dedicated server that you can join now by checking the description below, and don't forget to join the Discord so we can grow the community together and you can help us improve the server with feedbacks. So let's get started, and if you didn't know by now, you can create different realms, different worlds by using the command /world. You can use the command word add followed by the name you want for your world. And if you want, you can also change the generation type. In my case, I'm going to use flat, which is really useful to create an hub for my server. You can then use the command TP to teleport to the world you just created. So let's see how to actually create a custom portal to our new world. So let's start by typing /help and going to the asset pack editor. In the editor, if you don't already have a pack you are working on, you can create a new one by clicking the 3 dots on the top right. So click add pack and you will be prompted to enter some information. Fill in your pack info and then click save. Now we will need to create a new asset. So you need to click the plus icon and you will need to create a new item. For the asset type, make sure to select item. Then copy an asset and make sure to be into the Hytale asset. Here you will need to search for hub portal default and you will need to select it. Take note that this step might be unnecessary and you could parent directly the hub portal default. However, to make things easier, this is the fastest way. Now insert a unique asset ID for your asset and then click create or create and equip item. In the item properties, scroll down to interactions. Now expand all the tabs of interactions, and once you get into the second interaction tabs, there will be a 0 index, and if you scroll down a little bit, there will be word name. This is the name of the word that we created, and it will be in lowercase. Make sure to write the exact name, otherwise your game might crash. If you now go back to the game, you can place your portal. You can also do some pretty cool customization, such as changing the color of the portal. If you enter it, it shall now take you to your world. And that's really it for creating portals. You can then repeat the process as many times as you want by adding a new item and creating a new portal, so you can also make your way back from this realm. If you're making a server hub, there will be a little problem. Player will be able to destroy your spawn, and this is something we do not want. You can handle this fully without plugins. To do so, you will need to use the world settings command. This little trick will make use of a game config that is already there, and you will need to do nothing. You will need to use the world settings game config set command and you will need to input creative hub. This will make your world indestructible. The only issue with this is that you cannot build if you are even in creative, and you will need to reset the game config to be able to construct again in this world. This will make the plugins a little bit more preferable here, probably because they will allow you to create if you have OP permissions. There could be probably a way to config this, but I didn't find out yet, so you will have to stick with this if you don't want to use any plugin. Now a little bonus for those that didn't find out, you can use warps. You can use this kind of portals that you can get from the creative tool and you can place them in the world. You can click F to interact with them, give them a name, and then you can link them by targeting the other warp. The limitation with this is that you can only warp in the same realm. You cannot warp in another world. They are also limited in the number that you can place, but you can probably bypass this thing, either by asset or by plugins. Another cool trick is that you can use the warp command to set a warp in a location, and then you can connect the portal to that warp location that you have set. For instance, I created the warp crazy, and now if I interact with the portal, I will find the warp crazy and I can select it and save. If I enter the portal, it will take to the location where I set the warp. And that's it, and these are some really cool tricks. And if you can see, if I place a warp into another realm, there will be no warps. You can however warp cross realm if you are an operator and you use the command /warp and input the name of the warp you want to go to. The last trick, but I don't see any utility at the moment in this, you can use the /sudo commands and then put a name of another user and use the command warp and the name of the warp, and you can teleport the user to the warp. If this was useful to you, please subscribe, it is free, leave a like, and if you want to stay up to date, hit the bell button. Love you guys, I'll see you in the next one.